Let's go. On the second floor, we have lingerie, men's clothing, and toys.
Did you grow up in Canada? Were you alive in the 90s? Did you love YTV? Fuck yeah, you did!
Hey everybody, welcome to You, Me, and YTV. I am standing with the man who got up early in the morning and showed you why you should watch television in the 90s. All you girls out there, they love BJ Paul.
Your parents are gonna love me.
That time that I spent at YTV, 93 to 99, is truly like one of the greatest times in my life. It was a joy to go to work every day. You know, Phil and I hang out all the time, so I made one of my best friends on the planet.
No, that's not the sound it makes.
The people that we met as a result of the job were incredible. We got to do things. You guys saw what we got to do. We had access to things. We had fun at work every day.
Yeah. That's the breakfast zone, arriving in style. That's it, I'm here, yeah.
I'm so proud of that time, that getting to come to an event like this, where the room is filled with people who were on that ride with you, is an absolute joy. And somebody was saying, thank you for coming and doing this. I'm like, are you kidding? Thank you for coming here and like giving me, for an hour, allowing me to mentally transport myself back to that time and just kind of bathe in the memories and the nostalgia. I'm proud of it, love it. I don't feel that removed from it, honestly. I mean, I don't act much differently now than I did then. My job is, I work at CMT now, Country Music Television. I essentially do the same thing that I did back then. We don't goof around quite as much, but I mean, I just interview people for a living.
This is the first time this has happened, really?
No one has ever asked me that.
I don't feel like I've changed that much. I don't think I look that different.
No, you don't.
So,
you managed to keep the weight off. I wish I could say the same thing.
Oh man, whatever. Hey, we're just lucky. You have a full head of hair. That's good. That'll do a lot of good for tall, skinny white guys. If I was bald, I wouldn't have a job. But I luckily, it kind of makes you not age as much if you still have all your hair. So I'm lucky that way. Choose your parents wisely.
Bobby's gonna become a king. Is that what you
This
mean?
is gonna be great.
Look, it's like you got hair, Bobby.
Yeah.
But Sangeeta Patel from Entertainment Tonight Canada, right there. I sometimes moonlight on Entertainment Tonight Canada now. So,
Oh.
yeah.
All right, fantastic. So you were the host of the Breakfast Zone. So
Yeah.
basically, you got essentially the crap shift in a way because you had to
Yeah.
get up damn early.
You know, Ashna, for a morning show, we sure have fun.
We've got bands, they're hip, they're cool.
We got wicked musical guests in, we've got comedians, we've got artists, we've got actors and actresses, directors. Coming up next on YTV.
You know, you're a young man in your 20s. Did you ever have to go in hungover? Because I can imagine.
That's a great question. And I have done plenty of things hungover.
See, the danger that we run into is that we realize that
piece of
everybody,
bread?
or a lot of people, are getting ready for school right now, and you're going out the door. And basically, what we want to do is make sure that we don't teach you a darn thing.
The Breakfast Zone, though, I was in a rhythm, man. I mean, I was so happy to get that job. I had done a game show called Clips on YTV. And it was what they call a co-production, so it wasn't done internally at YTV. YTV purchased it from another production company.
Stuck up with somebody who entertains us all here during commercial breaks by juggling chainsaws with her feet. It's true. It's Liza and the Info Clips Entertainment Report containing all the answers you're going to need to win round 2.
That job got me the job internally at YTV on the Breakfast Zone, and I'd been working for it for quite a few years to get something like that, and I wasn't going to mess it up. I didn't care what time. If it was 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, whatever, I would have taken the gig. It was a ton of fun to do live TV, interview people every day.
Who's our guest, Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry, welcome to the breakfast.
Thank you.
Zone.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I
Good.
thought you were taller.
So I was getting up at, I wasn't even too early. I was in the makeup chair at 5:30. So that's not even that bad. I mean, morning radio guys have to get up, or morning TV hosts, female morning TV hosts who have to get makeup and worry about all that stuff, they tend to have to get up at about 4 o'clock. So getting up at 5, no big deal. The winter's a little tougher, a little cold, and whatever.
Saying like in your 20s, that must have been rough because something's always happening when
But
you're 20.
You know what's cool though? What was cool was that I was on TV in my 20s. So I didn't kind of mess with it.
Here's a dog, sitting there ready for you, right? Here's a cat. Hey, cat, how's it going?
On the Breakfast Zone, you had live bands play.
Yeah.
And what kind of live bands were playing, man? Because once again, this is a long time ago, and my brain was not as developed as it is now.
My producer on that show, Kim Saltarski, loved indie bands. So we had The Odds. We had Junk House. We had the Philosopher Kings. We had 5440. So a whole bunch of bands like that came on the Breakfast Zone. And I think we were one of the only places the only national forum for a lot of these indie bands.
I don't wanna think about it.
You mentioned me in my 20s having to do a morning show. Imagine being a band, touring, and having to get up and play live. Tom Wilson, who was the lead singer of Junk House, Blackie and the Rodeo Kings now, amazing talent in Canada. He came on, and Tom Wilson is he was a heavy partier back. He was like rocking and rolling and drinking and living it. Long hair, big guy. He was sitting beside me in the breakfast zone. His eyes are half awake. Man, and I was like in awe of this man, and the music the Junk House was making was amazing. I'm like, dude, don't get me there. Don't take this the wrong way, but what the hell are you doing here? Yeah. And he's like, man, my daughter, she loves your show, and I always wanted to do something that my daughter could watch. So that's why he was there. And I love that guy, and I love that answer.
Speaking of music, I just had this, I was watching the panel in there, and I was just remembering, I'm like, oh my God, him and Phil had a band. You were the drummer, and Phil was the guitar player, and you were singing. What song did you guys sing? Because I've been trying to remember.
We opened for Hanson once.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, at Kingswood Music Theater.
Pretend not to like Hanson. That's when I saw it.
For 12,000 people.
This is great until those girls are going to start singing.
Oh my God, it was so... Their hair's so pretty.
We'd like to congratulate you for reaching 100.
We'd like to congratulate you. You guys have reached 140 decibels.
They're good guys, man. We hung out with Hanson a lot.
Talented as hell.
So we wrote a song, and I can't remember. It was because it was called Psychoblast. That was what the show was called, and at Canada's Wonderland. And I can't remember the song, but I think we wrote it. I think we just wrote it and made it up. I don't think we did a cover song or anything. I don't remember what this. Phil, what was the song called that we played at Psychoblast? Yeah, I think it was just called Psychoblast on YTV. It's like, yeah, some stupid simple drum beat like that.
All right.
It was fun though, man. I mean, I can actually say I had the rock star experience because I got to play drums in front of 12,000 screaming fans. They weren't screaming necessarily for us. They weren't there for us. They were there for Hanson.
Taylor, they want to know if Taylor has a girlfriend.
Guys, nobody has a girlfriend. None of us have girlfriends.
Super happy to be here. Lots of smiling faces. Usually when people are talking about YTV, they're super happy. Like, you loved it.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So, it's never a pain in the butt. It's always amazing. Honestly, we were honored to be able to do that, to be able to host those shows and be a part of your lives then, man. Honestly. And I get a little choked up when I think about it. Like, you see like people who have families now and they've got kids and they're like, we grew up watching you. I'm like, there are kids that I work with at CMT now who are too young to remember when I was on YTV. That messes with my head.
Damn teenagers!
Whew, pretty tough though, you know? No CDs.
If you're younger than 25, you don't remember us on YTV. An 80s baby. That's right, yeah.
80s babies equals 90s cool kid.
How you doing, 80s babies?
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching You, Me, and YTV. Paul, thanks so much for
It's a pleasure, man.
fucking talking to me, man.
Thank you very much.
Do you mind if I cuss?
No, I don't care.
All right,
It's your
good.
show,
Good.
not mine. I didn't cuss.
All right, good.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and tell all your friends that 90s nostalgia is still alive on You, Me, and YTV. Go Canada.